Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. So there's talks about having a Stan Lee bio. And this bio is supposed to be not traditional. It's supposed to be just like a different type of bio along the lines of Kingsman.
What?
And
we're talking about Stan Lee, right?
Yeah, an old school Roger Moore, James Bond type movie. It's gonna take place in the 70s.
Wait, we're talking about Stan Lee,
yes,
right?
It is. But they want to make it an action adventure.
About Stan Lee?
About Stan Lee.
Dude, is there a different Stan Lee? I mean, it's like we're talking about the guy who came up with like.
No, it's Stan Lee.
But it's Stan Lee.
Fox has acquired this.
I want to see this guy in red tights with stripes on it. It looks like webbing. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna call him the Spider-Man.
Is bullets already? Anyway, so Fox acquired the film rights to Stan Lee's bio.
This is why I don't feel bad when studios lose money because of stupid decisions like this. If this was just a small documentary, it'd be one thing. Let's find out how Stan Lee actually came up with these characters that now the world loves. I don't want to see an action Stan Lee. Did you ever watch Stripperella?
No, I did not watch.
Exactly. That was another dumb Stan Lee idea. I'm sorry, he is a genius, and he is the reason why my childhood was so great. But dang it, sometimes some things don't need to be made.
Fox has the rights of Fantastic Four, and they have the rights to the X-Men, obviously. So it makes sense for them to have this Stan Lee bio.
If Fox needs to do another bad decision, sure. Yeah.
Fan Four Stick all over again.
Fan Four Stick.
So, Stan Lee got into comics when he was 17 years old, and obviously built up this freaking empire. So, a lot of people would like to see a bio. I don't think they want to see it in this, from this point of view, but it is what it is. Do you think that it's a hit?
No, not at all. There's no way that this possibly could be a hit.
He'll be a cameo. He'll be in a cameo.
He'll be a cameo of his own. That would actually be kind of cool and funny, but it would just be that one little small part that'd be cool about it. The rest of this movie is a complete joke, and it should not be made. I will probably never hear anything about this in a couple of weeks.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. News is kind of fresh, so we'll see how
action movie.
We'll see how much truth is in that story.
Biopic about me and making an action
Marvel property. Another Marvel property that's coming out pretty soon is going to be Wolverine 3. That's already wrapped.
Okay.
And Hugh Jackman is already shaved. He's already done with the role.
He's already done. I'm getting all this.
I'm done. It's already wrapped. It's Hugh Jackman's last run as Wolverine.
Right.
And it has been announced that Mr. Sinister is going to be the villain of Wolverine 3.
Why?
At the end of
I know they have the little thing, but that's not really a Wolverine villain.
I'm not too sure, but at the end of Apocalypse, they're in the Weapon X facility or whatever, right. And they take that vial that has Wolverine's blood in it, and it's put into a case from that's owned by Essex. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Essex Corporation that's owned by Nathaniel Essex, better known as Mr. Sinister.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, he is an X-Men villain, and he's more tied to Scott and Jean. Because in Cable, I would figure if they're gonna do Mr. Sinister, I figured that I figured that Easter egg one was because we were thinking about maybe doing X-23 with the clone of Wolverine.
Well, they're gonna do that too.
But I thought maybe it was just a shot to say, hey, maybe we can work Sinister into the universe and then roll him off into Deadpool when we bring in Cable and all that other stuff. So I thought more along that line. I didn't really think they would roll him into a Wolverine film.
Especially if it's going along the lines of the Old Man Logan story.
This is not the Old Man Logan story. This is just a Logan who is old, but this is not the Old Man Logan.
That's
story.
What they said.
That's what they kept pushing, but that is not what this is.
Well,
It's a road trip with an old Logan. It is not the Old Man Logan. That's what it is.
Another dang road trip.
It is a road trip with Professor Xavier and an old Logan, but this is not the old Logan story. That out of our heads. They've completely changed it way too much to actually be that.
Well, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna go see it regardless. Mm-hmm. Wolverine 3 opens March 3rd, 2017. That's
you know what? But in the little set photos we did see, we saw a young girl that was most possibly X-23. So then I guess they have to explain how she got there, and then they can tie back to Mr. Sinister. So I guess now it does. When I think about it, it does make sense. Okay, you got me.
Well, one that's going down a different road is Divergent. And
they're diverging.
They're diverging, and they're really diverging on this one. It looks like Ascendant, the final one in the Divergent series, is going to TV. I have never, ever freaking seen that happen before.
Because everybody was upset with the third one because we all thought the third one was it. And the third one was complete garbage. I mean, like, complete hot, stinking, smelly trash. That movie was. And I don't hate movies, but that movie was crap. And then all it left us with was like, oh, this isn't the end? You suckered us in here for a finale, and then you're not gonna end it right there? We gotta watch another one of these trash films? So that's the reason why I went straight to, because nobody wants to go see this. That movie was probably like the worst of the three. Out of financially, it probably was the worst of the three. And they're like, we can't make another one of these movies because they spent a lot on special effects, and then nobody went to go see the film. So they were like, we're just gonna throw it up. We gotta wrap it up. We're just gonna throw it on.
Well, Shailene Woodley, who plays Triss, was getting off an airplane when she found out about the news that it was
I didn't even tell her.
So she was like, this is not what I was contracted
No,
for.
I mean,
I'm not
she's
doing it.
contracted
So
it.
she says she's not gonna do it.
And they'll sue the crap out of her.
But it was a feature film in the theaters, not a TV movie.
I bet you
so
that's not what her contract says. I bet you her
there's gonna
contract
be
says
something there.
She has to do 4 Divergent films. Does not probably state that it has to be feature films on the big screen.
What if it's a cameo?
She could get away with something like that, but no, because if they don't have her in here, they can't recast now in the 4th film.
And what? Okay, fine. And what network would take?
How are they gonna get Miles Teller back?
Well, Miles Teller said he won't do it. He's not gonna do it.
He's contracted too.
I don't know.
They
We'll
can
see.
talk all this crap all they want to. They're all contracted.
We ain't doing shit.
All they can do is
I'll be there on Monday.
all they can do is show up and give a bad performance and tank the movie more than what it already is. But if it's on TV, trust me, we watched the dang on Sharknado. What do we care about a bad movie on TV?
Yeah. Sharknado. Awesome.
But if you have Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller in a TV movie, that movie's gonna make a lot of money on TV.
Well, it'll advertisement.
Yeah, it's gonna make a lot of money on TV.
And then the amount of viewers and all that, depending on
they can have a lower budget because they don't have to spend all the money on the special effects. They don't have to do all the marketing.
You don't put Sharknado effects in
They
there.
can put Sharknado effects.
Oh, that's awful.
Trust me, the special effects didn't save the first.
Well, the
movie.
series is not a complete failure. I mean, total with all of the films, it's grossed about $800 million, almost $1 billion. Not really, but
Okay.
almost $1 billion. So over $800 million. It has made its money. I don't see this really coming out of this. It more than likely is going to go to the TV. It will not go to the theaters. I seriously doubt it. My question to you is, if there's another franchise that faces the same one, what franchise do you see also ending on TV?
Transformers. No, I'm totally making a joke out of it because they make way too much money to go straight to TV.
$1 billion. China's gonna have that.
Just how much money would make in China on TV? They would just watch it over and over again. It was like, ooh, Transformers.
I'm leaving that one alone. I was thinking Maze Runner.
They're just trying to get that series over.
Nobody watches Maze Runner either.
They're just trying to get that series over. So maybe you're right with that one. They're totally trying
on
to
PBS.
I thought the Scorched Earth was interesting after the way the first one ended, and then that one was
Trials.
whatever. Well, because it's like I just remember him, and it was like you never lost a moment out in the scorched. That was my good impression.
That was
whatever.
awesome.
So, I figured that was going to be interesting, and it turned out to like they didn't know where they were going with the story. It went on to something completely different. I think they're really just trying to get that series over with. Same with Divergent, so maybe
I feel bad. I kind of feel
be
bad.
on Sci-Fi.
I kind of feel bad. Oh no.
They'll both be on Sci-Fi.
Z Nation.
It'll be a Divergent Maze Runner marathon.
Will they go
Followed by Sharknado 5. And then what was it? The Killer Z Nation, and then the Killer Croc thing that they.
No, the Lava Lantula.
Oh,
with Gutenberg, Frank Mahoney's in it.
Hey, Sci-Fi. Look, if you want to see good B movies, that's what they're for. And now Divergent and possibly the Maze Runner. I would relegate it to B movie.
In the maze, you have to diverge.
Oh, you got to diverge in the maze. Crossover. See, we worked it out. Studios.
Oh
Right
man.
here on the goods.
Well, speaking of scorched earth,
It's a Scorched Earth.
scorched earth. The last time the orch was scorched. Did I say that right? Scorched. Anyway.
Get your Will Smith.
Yeah. What did he say?
Welcome to Earth. He didn't really say that, but that was like a meme that went on for like ever. It was like they kept, saying that.
I gave you another opening for Suicide Squad.
I know, right?
He ruined it. All right. Anyway, Predator was scorching the earth back in the last time we saw him was in 2010. Robert Rodriguez's little reboot that he did.
Yeah.
Pretty decent movie, I thought.
I thought it was good. I didn't know why they did a sequel.
I thought it was really good. Well, Shane Black, who played Hawkins in the original, is now set to direct Predator 4, or just The Predator. And he's got some nice, good cred there. After directing The Nice Guys and Iron Man 3, so he's got some cred there. But he also wrote The Monster Squad.
Okay.
He helped write The Monster Squad and with Fred Decker, who also directed Night of the Creeps. So these guys have gotten together and they're gonna do the Predator movie. So they have tapped.
Go ahead.
They have tapped Benicio del Toro to play the lead in this movie. What do you think about that?
Del Toro's a predator?
No, Wiener. He's gonna be like.
Well, the lead is the Predator.
No, the lead. The lead human, not the freaking alien.
I mean, the movie's called The Predator, so the lead of the movie is the Predator.
No. Well, true.
Exactly.
Well, anyway,
exactly.
well, no, he's not gonna be a predator.
So he's not gonna be a predator. Why am I seeing this movie then if Benicio del Toro?
Well, what if Benicio del Toro is a predator, but they think he's Antonio Banderas, like the commercial?
That's fun. You would think he would have to laugh about that if somebody thought he was Antonio Banderas. But what if they get Antonio Banderas to be in the movie and they got to play off each other?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. And they call him Benicio.
They keep mixing up the character's name.
What do you think?
But, I think he's a great actor. I think
Oscar winner for Trial of Fates.
He's really serious. I mean, you got Sicario. I mean, that was a good movie.
Well, right now he's actually doing part 2, Soldado. That's the second part of Sicario. So he's doing that right now. He just finished episode 8. I'm pretty sure he did some work on Guardians as the collector.
Right.
So this guy's busy. This guy's everywhere.
There you go.
So why not? Why not give him freaking Predator?
No, I mean, add talent to a movie to make it more appealing. So, I mean, whatever they do with him, or all the characters that he's ever been in, except for Savages. Well, the beginning of Savages, the end of Savages, I didn't like his character. But, you remember Savages? Oh, never mind. He was a hitman in Savages. But anyway, we're off topic here.
Well, like Usual Suspects, that was a good one.
But all his characters are always, interesting and entertaining and stuff like that, So I'm kind of intrigued about what they would do with him in Predators, as long as they don't go the Savages route.
There's also a possibility that Arnold Schwarzenegger, he has been in contact with Shane Black, so
that is who they really should be pushing in this movie.
Dutch comes back, yeah, I would totally see it.
Can we
Dutch and Benicio del Toro, or Benicio del Toro.
Can we bring back Carl Weathers?
Is the Carl? Yeah, he's like this.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Look, it's the future. They got him an arm implant. He got the cable robo arm.
He shoved the knife in him. He's dead. He can't get. You can chop the arm, cool, but he freaking chopped the whole damn thing. He was bleeding from his mouth.
It's a movie. Right. Technology.
His brother.
You believe predators come to the earth to kill us? I believe that they can. His brother. His twin brother. He was Dutch, right?
No, Arnold
was Dutch, and he was. Help me out here. You don't remember his name? I'm not the only one that forgets names.
He was a guy named Carl.
He's a guy. He was the brother on the movie with the hair, and not the bald-headed brother.
Yeah. His brother Apollo. All right.
He was Apollo Creed. He was Apollo Creed in the army.
That's gonna be cool though. I'd like to see Benicio del Toro. That'd be awesome.
They can bring his son.
Who? Michael B. Jordan? Yeah. Michael B. Jordan will come back and damn, I get cast for Carl Weathers' son again.
That'd be awesome. And then you can have him and y'all could go out there. I remember your dad. Son of a bitch.
That bastard. All right. Oh man, that's hilarious. Hey, Predator came out in 1987, so next year will be what? Is that 30 years?
Yeah.
Next year, Predator turns 30. In 1987, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 came out also. So Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors will also be turning 30.
The movie right before the franchise jumped the shark.
Pretty much. Now, Freddy vs. Jason was good. Anyway, so for those of you familiar with Nightmare on Elm Street series, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was the last time that you saw Heather Langenkamp play Nancy Thompson in the series. Now, she came out in part 7 in the new Nightmare, but she was playing herself. She was not playing Nancy. So that was the last time. She has returned to the role in a fan film called Don't Fall Asleep. It's directed by Paige Troxel. And this film is about 45 minutes long. It's fan made, and Heather Langenkamp has reprised her role as a narrator, but she's Nancy as the narrator. And
the inner monologue.
Yeah, worthy effort. Aspen hates it. She does not like it at all. But I think that it's actually pretty freaking great. Now, this movie was, like I said, it's 45 minutes long. It has surfaced online, so it's gotten a lot of hits. A lot of people have commended the movie. It's all right. I liked it, actually. I really thought that it was actually good. So the movie takes place after the events of Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and it's pretty much happening while the events of Part 2, or Nightmare on Rainbow Street.
Hey, that was a good movie. I don't know why that movie. You know, we should do a You Don't Hate That one.
Nah, we'll never do a You Don't Hate That one.
No, because I like that movie.
You'll be on. You will be on that. You don't hate. Matter of fact, I'll be the moderator and you can help defend it. But anyway, so this the Don't Fall Asleep actually takes place after the events of Part 1, during the events of Part 2, and it starts going into her getting the job, Nancy getting the job at the hospital in Part 3. Okay. So it's a good gap there that covers the backstory of Nancy Thompson while she's going through that transition after her mom died and all that. Her relationship with her dad dies, that's where it starts fading down, and it's actually pretty freaking good.
It actually gives me a thought because I haven't seen it all the way through. I hadn't had enough time to sit down and actually watch the actual video, but what I did see was the beginning, and then obviously, she is dealing with her issues. So they actually let a lunatic run the asylum later on. It was like,
yeah, what happened to background checks?
Yeah, exactly. You've been here for a while. You want to run this place? You already know your way around. Go ahead. Just crazy.
Anyway, but yeah, of course, when you watch the film, give it a chance. It's actually pretty good. The acting is not the best in the world. This is not an Oscar winner here, and it sure is not going to be nominated for Best Short or anything like that. But it is a worthy companion piece. I haven't said that in forever. It's a worthy companion piece to bridge Part 1 and 3, and getting away from freaking that piece of crap Part 2.
Hey.
It was all right. Okay, yeah. I take it back. I liked Part 2. It's just not my favorite in the world. I like it better than Part 5. I can't stand freaking Part 5, dude. Part 6 with the power gloves. Oh, that was awful. I hated that one. That sucked. Anyway. Breckin Meyer was in that movie. Did you know that? Did you know that was Breckin Meyer from freaking Road Trip?
No.
Yeah, that was him when he was a kid. I didn't know that.
Everybody comes out
in horror movies in the beginning. But anyway, all right. So yeah. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Don't fall asleep. It's actually pretty good. All right. So the conclusion of our TV movie vehicles segments was already done. The two-parter there. Our ears were just. Bleh. So we needed a little bit of fresh blood, and our viewer, Camilo Velasquez.
Sure.
Who I actually know, and I didn't realize so later. I knew who he was.
And you actually had this. You actually think about how to say his name.
Yeah, and I still don't even know how to say your name. Sorry, but it's time for our top 5. And we're back, all flash!
No substance.
So our buddy Camilo is...
Got it right this time.
I got it right. Camilo suggested a top 5 for the most anticipated upcoming video games of the holiday season.
Okay.
This was actually pretty freaking hard, actually.
Yeah, because we were like, what the heck is coming out for the
Yeah, there was nothing that I was really familiar with. There were a few titles, and then when I saw
Madden already came out.
Yeah, Madden
already came out. Injustice is getting ready.
NBA 2K is coming out pretty soon. So yeah. Anyway, but
we found 5 games.
We found 5 games that I can't wait for. I want to play them. I can't wait. Terrence, go first.
All right, so going through the bargain bin here, looking for games.
The bottom of the game here, bottom of the bin here.
No, but actually, when I was sitting there looking at the dates and stuff, when things were getting ready to come out, because I was a little off as far as when the release dates on things were. Actually, there are some that I'm actually excited about seeing or playing whenever they do come out. And my number 5, Titanfall 2, which I did not play the first Titanfall because I'm more of a Sony PlayStation person than an Xbox. Actually, I own an Xbox, but I don't own an Xbox One, so I didn't get to play the first Titanfall. So
graphics are freaking amazing on that game,
I hear so much about it, so
Yeah.
I'm excited that Titanfall 2 will be on PS4. So this is one of the movies, we talk so much about movies. One of the games I actually can't wait to play, having your own little mech, and you running around as a person, shooting, jumping on buildings, jumping into your mech, stealing other people's mechs. That's an awesome game. I was really jealous of all you Xbox One owners that got to play it, so now I get to partake. All right.
There's an Xbox One?
Yeah. Actually, I believe you've heard it called the X-Bone.
X-Bone.
The X-Bone. All right, so my number 4, Final Fantasy 15.
I knew you were gonna pick that one.
Yeah, of course.
Man,
I'm a big Final Fantasy
when you used to
person.
play those back in the day, dude, you used to bore the shit out of me.
I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy person. I can't wait to this. I played all the demos that's come out for it. They're actually taking too long to get this game out, so that it is actually hopefully gonna make it out this holiday season. I can't wait to play it. The graphics look amazing. They're doing more of a real world look than the more cartoonish that they normally do, and more like fantasy aspect. This one's, you get to drive a car, you know, you got your crew with you on the road, and y'all go fight monsters
Is Ving
and
Rhames
pick
in
up
it?
hot chicks at gas stations. That's in the demo if you ain't played it. Ving Rhames should be in this game, and that would make it even more amazing if he was in it. All right, but number 3, which I'm surprised I put this at number 3, but number 3, actually, you know what, I'm gonna change that. Number 3, The Last Guardian. All right, so if you are a fan of Eco or Shadow of the Colossus, the old early Sony PlayStation games, where they did these big, huge bosses, and you were this little character running around trying to fight.
God of War was like that.
Yeah, actually, that's actually.
And Dante's Inferno too. That was all like that.
You're getting off my point here. If you're a fan of that particular franchise, you knew when the PlayStation 3 came out, they had actually announced Legend of the Guardian. And then it went nowhere. This thing was in development hell since 2001.
Is it a third person or a first person?
It's a third person.
Ah, nice.
And actually you get this kind of like, what was that big dragon thing, big monster thing, the fluffy ears, and never in the story, that kind of, you get that type of creature that kind of hangs with you. And
Do you remember Never in the Story? You had the turtle and looked like E.T.'s face?
I actually never saw Never in the Story.
Hey, never mind. Hey, never saw Never in the Story, never saw Goonies, but you suck.
I know, I actually watch good movies like Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. So anyway, this game is actually finally gonna come out this season. Maybe.
The day before release. Nah, we're gonna wait. 2017.
We're gonna wait for PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5, it'll be the first title there, and we're gonna adapt Elm Street 2.
I dropped my list.
That's how bad it is.
Number 2. Speaking of Xbox, Gears of War 4. I will get around. I will get around to getting me an Xbox this holiday season, because I'm a big fan of the Gears of War series. I played all of them and finished them all. I love their multiplayer. I love, you know, the way they do, because I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, and I know there's a lot of Call of Duty fans out there, and it's not on my list. I'm sorry, so don't be expecting it to be number 1. I don't really like that style of play. I like the third-person shooter aspect of Gears of War. I like their characters. I like their monsters. I'm all invested in that particular universe, and this is the one that's actually going to get me to get an Xbox One. So can't wait to get this done.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my number 2. Number 1, South Park, Fractured Butthole. And I love saying that title because it sounds like Fractured Butthole. The first game was awesome. It was a role-playing game.
That's how you like Elm Street 2.
And the first game was awesome. It was a role-playing game with the South Park humor in it, and you got to live in the universe of South Park. Even do it like you were playing with them, like they do the episodes where they actually get to play like some, like they were superheroes, and they did like medieval, they did Game of Thrones, they did all. You got to
they did the Lord of the Rings, then they did the the Coon and versus the.
You got to do all of that in the original one. So the whole Fractured But Whole is I love that title. Anyway, this game's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh man,
just the title alone should make you want to go out.
Well, that one they just did one, the Stick of Truth or something like that.
Yeah, it was the Stick of Truth. That was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one. So
Yeah.
that one did some pretty solid.
Yeah, because that was an awesome game.
So now Fractured Buttholes. All right,
the Fractured Butthole.
All right, number 5.
Butthole.
Butthole. My number 5 is actually Dead Rising 4. That one actually looks pretty freaking cool. The the previous Dead Risings were really creepy, but they were pretty good. They were pretty awesome.
I could never finish them.
Yeah, my brother used to play them all the time, man. It was pretty
There's
awesome.
so much to do in them. I can never. finish
It's bringing back Frank West, the original guy that was in the previous ones.
They're gonna cross him and Chuck.
I guess so, but he's gonna be in that, and it takes place in Christmas. So is Frank West gonna be John McClane fighting zombies?
They kind of stylized him like he was John McClane.
There you go.
So I would like to see them cross him with Chuck, since Chuck kind of took over the franchise, and then they had the other character that was in 3. Was it in 3? I don't remember.
But anyway, but that's my number 5. Number 4 is also Gears of War 4,
Right.
and there have actually been some improvements from Gears of War 3 that are going to make things a little bit easier in the multiplayer, in the campaign. So it should be a little bit better. The graphics are always freaking amazing on the Gears of War games, no matter what. So I can't wait for that. That one actually Dead Rising comes out December 6th. Gears of War 4 comes out October 11th. Number 3 is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I just can't wait because they're always having those side ones with the zombies and
With the
stuff.
zombies?
It's just freaking awesome. I love Call of Duty. I can't play for crap. I always get killed like that.
Just play Dead Rising.
And yeah, I know, just like Dead Rising. But I can't wait for it anyway. The graphics again look amazing. I cannot wait. It comes out November 4th.
Okay.
What was that?
I can't count.
Number 2.
I was told there'd be no math on this test.
Number 2, of course, WWE 2K17 all freaking day, man. You got Brock Lesnar on the cover. Goldberg is gonna freaking be on there.
Really?
Yeah.
They can put him in the game, but they ain't brought him back on the show yet.
Well, he's gonna start promoting the stuff, so he'll be coming out. And there's subtle little hints that it's gonna be him and Lesnar on the do-over at WrestleMania because of that freaking stink fest that they put on in the freaking WrestleMania 20 or whatever it was. They basically got booed out of the freaking building, and Brock Lesnar threw the finger at everybody. Remember?
Oh yeah.
So now, I mean, who knows? Maybe they might they actually might do something that's going to be legit, and they'll put their whole stuff into
wrestled in
there.
years.
I know, but still, I mean,
he was a
I think that would be awesome. I can't wait to
play for so long. There's like
I have not played Goldberg in a video game since freaking Revenge.
he's gonna be out of breath running down the
Nintendo
thing.
64 was the last time he played Goldberg.
He's gonna be out of breath running down the thing. They're gonna show him, and he's gonna go through his intro. By the time he gets to the thing, it's gonna be 3 moves done.
Out of there. Number 1. I cannot wait for this freaking game because I'm a big fan. But then you throw in the VR on it. Batman VR, Arkham VR.
Oh yeah, okay, I heard about that.
Freaking wait. The graphics on that look, look freaking awesome. But then you are Batman and you are going through and doing the investigating and all that.
Do I get to bang chicks?
You get to bang Robin's chick. I cannot freaking wait. I cannot wait for Batman VR. I'm definitely getting. And this is bad, and I know you guys are gonna give me crap about it, and that's okay. I haven't even beaten Arkham Knight yet.
What is wrong with you?
Because I can't pass the freaking helicopter.
What is wrong with you?
I cannot beat the damn helicopter. I am freaking
focus and you go and you
do it. Like Shia says, do it. What are you waiting for? Honorable mention was Titanfall 2, and I was gonna say freaking Injustice, but that doesn't come out till next year, so that sucks. But either way,
my honorable mention is NBA 2016. Even though I sucked at every NBA game
and in real life
ever. Other one, I had Dead Rising 4.
Yeah, white man can't jump and black man can't play.
You see the crap that I take on the show. You see the crap that I take on the show.
I remember that weak cross move you did, and you almost fell off yourself.
I got so many moves, I shook myself. Anyway,
oh man. Anyway, so let us know what your top 5 most anticipated video games of 2016 is. Leave it on the comment below. I'm sorry.
All right, anyway, so guys,
Terrence, take us home.
Guys, make sure you like and comment below. Like you said, let us know the games that you're actually looking forward to see this holiday season. I'm sure we didn't capture them all. I know we kind of made a joke talking about there was only 5. No,
that's quite a bit.
There's actually quite a bit coming out this holiday season, so go buy your kids some games or buy me some games. That works well too. But if you can't do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you can see all the other videos that we do, because those are a gift to you, as the videos that we do. And we want you to be able to see them. And if you subscribe, you'll get notifications letting you know when those actually come out. So,
2016 again has taken somebody kind of pop culture-ish.
Dude, are we just gonna be bad news every episode?
I guess so. Rest in peace, Alexis Arquette, David and Patricia Arquette's brother, who's most famous for playing George on The Wedding Singer. So I guess never mind. I'll leave that one alone. All right,
we don't have no starring roles and nothing.
Died at 47. He just died on September 11th.
That's very sad.
So rest in peace, buddy. For Aspen in the back, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And that was a good. Can't throw either.
I hate you.
That was the first thing the camera saw.
Today's some fucking Dave Chappelle when he was doing the remix. Now this subject was like, and today's movie that you want to doing the and just arguing part.
We only have 20 minutes.
All right, we're
Hurry up.